to the ME channel, Metaphysical Entities. I'm your host, Greg Smith. Thank you for being here as we delve through the fundamental principles of life and personal experiences. Our mantra is life is a mystery to unravel, but never a problem to solve. Because we realize there's always a resolution because problems are always invented. Thank you for joining me today. I got a nice topic for you today. Today's topic is about creation. I want y'all to think about that for a second before I go into the subject of creation. All right, let's delve into creation. Can you bring darkness to a night that already is dark? Again, ask yourself that. Can you bring darkness to a night that's already dark? How can we create something from nothing? What you think about that? It's impossible. And I'm going to tell you why it's impossible. Is the thought process something or nothing? Think about that one. So, why is it that people use their ideas to come up with ways to create something new? Is the word idea something or nothing in its aptitude? If the imagination exists in us and it's the primal source to create, don't that mean it exists? Ask yourself that. Think about it. Or should I come back with it? Let me try to come back with it. Okay. If the imagination exists in us and it's the primal source to create, don't it mean that it exists? How can we bring something into form without a source of some kind to create from? Because we're creating from the imagination. We need a starting point. And imagination is that starting point and a something all at once. Creation is a form of manifestation. Evolution and everything that resides within it is used to create. It's only invisible in form because it's not seen yet nor recognized by the imagination. Once it's seen in an already available source of imagination, it can be created. And that's what we're talking about, creation. Again, we program through the program thought that society has, wants you to believe that you can't make something from nothing when there is no nothing to begin with. No, you can't create something from nothing because nothing doesn't exist. There's always something. Always. It's just not visible to the one's thoughts or through their senses. If you have an imagination, that is the creative process to get to manifest what you want. So that ain't nothing, it's something. It's the primal source. Once the higher self commits to the thought process, creation can begin. And I can give you examples of this. Look at all the world's greatest creations. Through these creations right now, we can literally time travel in plain sight and in the blink of seconds. You're like, Greg, how in the world we can do that? Or some people ain't using how in the world. They say, how in the hell can they do that? And I'm talking nonsense. Okay, I'm gonna give you an example of how in the world or how in the hell, and that I'm talking nonsense, that it exists. That we are literally time traveling in plain sight in the blink of an eye through creation, through our imagination. A lot of people out there got iPhones. I bet you they FaceTime. You time traveling through a fax machine. You time traveling. When you talking to somebody on the cell phone, whether it's Android or the iPhone, you're time traveling. You're like, how's that? We're transferring energy from one place to another. That's what we're doing. You in two places at one time because you're time traveling. If you didn't have any of those resources that was already here we're using, somebody over 3,000 miles away from you, you can't get to them. So we created things through the resources of the earth that was already here. It wasn't nothing. It was something. We created it. And we use it to start jumping time. Using the resources that was already here. Using our already existing thought and imagination process to create what we call creation. We using things that already exist. So how can something exist be nothing? How does that work? The program of society want us to believe that we can't make nothing from something. Understand what they saying. We can't make nothing from something. Right? We can't make something out of nothing. I'm sorry. We can't make something out of nothing. And that's true because they already know that it's always a something. But they got you programmed to say, oh, we can't make something out of nothing because nothing doesn't exist. So if you have an imagination and an idea which they use to create things, how is that nothing? Explain that to me. Again, I'd like to thank y'all for being here. And as I leave every show, don't consider nothing to be true by believing it. Know it to be true by direct cognition. And as I said on last week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm giving a review on Tuesday and a weekend review of creation on Thursday. Catch those episodes. I love you much. Always remember, believe in what you can do because it's going to bring about knowing what you can do and what is and what's not.